Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody. Let's update our view on the Bitcoin market. As you can see, market shows really great performance in recent couple of weeks, and there's some reasons for that. Not only technical, but also some fundamental reasons exist. So actually, if you're reading our regular weekly reports on the gold market, on the Forex market, you probably know the fundamental background, what's going on currently. So those of you who are not, so in two words speaking, currently there is consensus in the market that the Fed will not take the fast steps to tighten the policy. Because in recent few weeks we have some weaker statistics on the market, and now investors, it seems, turn to opinion that maybe Fed is right, is that the inflation spike was a temporal and it starts to gradually decreasing. So among other statistics, including the gross domestic product, the inflation, the consumption, overall sentiment in the market, all these data have shown weaker numbers than market expects. Since the Fed still has a gap in employment to the pre-pandemic level, it seems that initial expectation that Fed will announce the tapering in August in a Wyoming meeting by the end of this week, or even in the September meeting. Now investors deny this idea, and overall consensus turned to the point that maybe it should happen in November. As you understand, the postponing of the tightening of the policy is a negative sign for the United States dollar, and correspondingly it is supportive to all other dollar rivals, including the cryptocurrencies. That's why overall fundamental background, at least for a couple of months, stands relatively positive. Of course, everybody will be watching for the numbers of the payrolls in September, because this will be a really very decisive moment for the market, and important of this report is magnified right now. But this will happen just within the 2 weeks, and currently overall background stands positive. So on the monthly chart, you could see the market's going higher, and we have the two grabbers side by side that both suggest the taking out of the stop. So it means that for the long-term investing, overall background stands very friendly. So we have the fundamental background positive, we have the technical bullish picture, and depending on your taste, how you prefer to accumulate the position for a long-term investment. For instance, if you hold the cryptocurrency for a long period, this is still the moment where you could accumulate the positions. Technically, it could be different. It could be done differently. So you could wait for a pullback. You could just gradually buying with some distance from each position to the other, and so lots of different ways exist. But what we could say that fundamentally, long-term background currently stands positive, and it means that here is relatively safe to accumulate the position. On the weekly chart, we see that market shows no reaction on the weekly overbought area. Or better to say, reaction exists, but it's very small and visible only on the daily and intraday charts. This shows the strength of the market. So you can see I'm calling it like the creeping with the overbought area. So previously you could see it in the beginning of this great rally. So you can see this market starting testing the overbought, showing some minor consolidation, and keep going with it higher. So just creeping with it, showing no significant pullback. Now you could see something of this same sort. So market reaching overbought, shows minor pullback on the daily chart or intraday charts. Again, running to the line again, and it's keep going. So it means that buyer's pressure exists, and some new money is coming on the market, triggering the demand for cryptocurrencies. In such circumstances, when the market shows this kind of the behavior, it means that the pullbacks on the market usually very small, and it's really could keep going higher to the final target. For the bears who are trading on the intraday charts and searching chance to scalp shorter positions, it means one thing, that you need to focus on very strong resistance levels where you could think about taking the scalp short position. So it would be better to not sell on some not really impressive context for bearish context and wait for something strong. For the bulls, it means that you just need trying to catch any dip to increase the long position on the market. So on the daily chart currently, we're going to the next resistance area. This is major 618 resistance. If you remember, this was our minimum target for Bitcoin market. When the reversal starts, we said this will be minimum target that market should reach, the 618 level. But here will be an interesting situation, guys, because take a look. First of all, this is fib level, major fib level from the top to the low, 618. Market is not at overbought, so we do not have daily overbought area. But at the same time, we have the weekly one. And take a look at this previous consolidation cluster. So this is, you can see previously was the hand and shoulders pattern, right here. And now, market is coming to its natural resistance area right here. So below stands precisely at current 618 level. It means that here we have also natural resistance. And for a market, it is vital to break it up to keep going to the final target. So if market will break it up, it opened the trading area, trading range of the former hand and shoulders pattern. So it means that the road to the top will be open. That's why it's very important. At the same time, resistance looks really, well, not really weak, and some reaction before the breakout could follow. So maybe some retracement could be done here. Besides, on the 4-hour time frame chart, you know our major target. It stands at 51 approximately. This is ABCD extension. It's ABCD, AB equals CD target. CD leg stands a bit slower than AB. And this OP, destination point, creates an agreement for the fib level. It stands at the same point. So this is relatively strong resistance, and reaction here is this possible. It means that if you are considering taking the long position, it would be better to wait and not buying right now. So wait for reaction on this resistance. This could be a bad opportunity for taking the position. Bears in turn, if you would like to sell, watch for some bearish reversal pattern that might be formed here. That could trigger deep retracement. That's also possible. So next target will be, in the case of the upward breakout, it will be XOP that stands approximately at 59. So very close to the previous top, based on this same minor ABCD pattern that we have on the 4-hour time frame chart. So here is also, by the way, some divergences growing since we're coming to the resistance area. Finally, on the hourly chart, you could see that the hand and shoulders that we discussed previously has failed. So I said in the report that, well, I'm not sure that's definitely will be formed, although we have some part of this pattern in place, but market is too strong and everything could happen. And you can see here the market has tried to turn down. Some consolidation was formed right at the top, potential head and shoulders, but then bulls was strong and market just keep going higher. Also here, take a look, market is coming to 1618 extension, which agrees with the same resistance area and target that we have on the 4-hour time frame chart. 1618 extension, I mean, of the small stress and retracement down. And for example, now I'm not sure again, but 1618, as you know, is very typical ratio for a hand and shoulders pattern. And again, as Bitcoin market likes to form the hand and shoulders patterns, most of all probably, and butterflies as well. So I'm not excluding that we could keep in mind this pattern. So it is too early to speak about it. That definitely will be formed, and who knows? Overall resistance stands strong, and maybe market is ready for a bit deeper retracement. We will not anticipate this pattern. We do not want to sell immediately right at the 51, but we need to keep an eye on this pattern that it might be formed. So, and if it really will start forming, we know what to do. Alternatively, or better to say not alternatively, but additionally, scalp short traders could consider minor pattern. That also might be formed here. So take a look here. It could be minor hand and shoulders. That suggests some maybe ABCD pullback down from this area, and this is now looks more realistic, just because resistance is generally strong, and appearing of minor pattern as could trigger the ABCD pullback seems very probable. It's logical. So you can see a lot of different things exist right now on the market that we could keep an eye on. First of all, of course, we will keep an eye on the resistance that we are coming to. So scalp bears could watch for this pattern to sell. Those of you who would like to add to your portfolio of the coins could watch for a final destination point of this pattern. At the bottom of the retracement, to consider taking more coins at the better price. So that's approximately what we intend to watch in the nearest few sessions. And see you with this update on the Bitcoin on Thursday as usual.